Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you how to get my go-to summer look. This is so perfect if you want that summer glowy vibe. So before I put on any makeup, I like to start off with my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I like to rub this all over my face, especially under my eyes and down my neck. I like to start off with my brows, and what I am using is the NYX Tame & Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in Brunette. I first brush out my brows upwards with a spoolie, then start to outline the bottom of the brow towards the middle, working my way back to the tail of the brow. And without picking up any more product, I like to outline the front of the brow. Then I do the same thing to the top of the brow, connecting it to the bottom outline of the brow tail. Then I go ahead and start shading in my brow, starting from the middle, working my way back. Going to the front of the brow, I brush the product upwards, then I brush through my brow so the product is distributed evenly. To carve out my brows, I use NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in Porcelain. So I'm going to start in the middle of the brow, leaving some space between the brow and concealer. Then I go towards the front, working my way up closer to the brow and blending it all out. Then I'm just doing the same thing to the other brow, carving it out, blending out my concealer. So after the pomade, I like to set it with my NYX Eyebrow Powder in Blonde. With the darker shade, I go in the middle of my brow, working my way down to the tail. And then with the lighter shade, I like to work it upwards in the front of my brow. To prime my eyelids, I'm going in with Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I'm just dabbing it on my eyelids. Then I'm going to be blending it all out, and then I'm going to be working my way up to my brow. To set the concealer on our eyelids, I'm going to be using the Airspun powder. I'm just going to be putting that all over my eyelids. For my transition shade, I'm going in with my current favorite eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition. I'm just putting that all over my crease, not really being too precise. Then I'm going in with the MAC eyeshadow in Rule, putting this in my crease and using windshield wiper motions till it's nicely blended out. Going in with my Morphe 35W palette, I'm going to be using the orange color just to deepen up my crease a little bit more and just to add a little bit more of an orange tone with this look. I'm going to be blending this color along in the crease and bringing it down, making a V shape at the corner of my eye. With the same palette, I'm going in with a warm tone brown and blending that where we added the orange. I think adding the brown also gives this look a neutral tone, and it gives the eyes more of a definition. So going in with the same NYX concealer that I carved out my brows with, I'm going to add a little bit to the inner part of my eyelid, creating a semi-cut crease. Now taking my Morphe 35S palette, I'm going to be taking the yellow shade and I'm just going to be adding that where I added the concealer. Now doing my wing liner, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in dark brown. So when I start with my wing, I like to use the end of my bottom waterline as a guide, working my way up. And once I'm satisfied with the length, I go ahead and bring another line down, trying to use a one swipe motion to the middle of my eyelid. Then I go towards the inner corner using small swiping strokes to connect with the rest of my wing. Here I'm just filling in the rest of the wing. Now I'm just making the line a little bit more even and a little bit more thicker. So going in with the same NYX concealer, I'm going to carve out the end of my wing just to make it sharp. Now with the face, I like to prep my skin with the Mario Badescu facial spray all over. So because this is a summer glowy look, I like to take the NYX Liquid Illuminator in Sunbeam and I just add it with my Real Techniques sponge where I would usually put highlight before my foundation. For my foundation, I like to take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 203 and just dot that all over my face. I also like to use the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in Vanilla, and I just add this where I have a little bit more redness on my face. Now I'm just taking my Real Techniques sponge and just blending out all the foundation. For my concealer, I am using my Maybelline Age Rewind in Fair, and I'm going to be putting this under my eyes and down my nose. For a brighter conceal, I like to add my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer in Ivory on top of the first concealer. Taking my Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to be blending out the concealer into my foundation. To set my concealer, I'm going to take my Airspun powder and I'm just going to be patting that under my eyes and taking it down to my smile lines. Now to carve out my cheekbones, I am taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and I'm going to be dipping into Shadow Play for my cheeks, jawline, and my forehead. Now for that nose contour, I am going to be taking Subconscious and I'm just adding the two lines down my nose, and then with a fluffier brush, I'm just going to be blending it out. For blush, I'm taking Rio from Benefit Cosmetics. I absolutely love this blush, especially for this look because it has a coral hint. It's perfect for the summer. For this look, I'm starting off with Becca Highlight in Moonstone and putting this on the high points of my face, such as my cheeks, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and under my brow. Now adding more of a glow, I'm taking my Carli Bybel palette and adding the lighter gold to the high points of my cheeks. Then taking the bottom left shade and adding that down my nose and my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to use my favorite go-to lashes, which are the Ardell in Wispies. I'm going to coat my top lashes with my favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes in Carbon Black. And with the bottom lashes, I like to use my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara in black. For my lips, I'm using my NYX lip liner in Nude. I'm just going to be following my natural lip line, and I also like to shade this into my lips as a base for my lipstick. So for my lipstick, I'm going to be using On the Run by Renegade over the lip liner, which is one of my favorite go-to lipsticks. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed my go-to summer look. I hope to catch you guys in the next video.